is the woman that you're dating going to perceive you as a man of value, a high value man? This word is thrown around a lot on the internet lately about men being high value. And what do we describe as high value? Well, good looking, tall, plenty of money, social status, all of that sort of stuff. And if you have
standard one.
What?
It's the standard combination of these words.
Yeah. So that's always used. Social status, money, and looks. And if you got those, a woman is going to value you as a high value man. Well, I am going to tell you that that's not true. Why is it not true? Because those traits are subjective. So if they're subjective, that means that the woman has to come up with an opinion based on what? Based on past experiences, based on her own personal history, relationships that she's had in the past. So in order for a man to be of high value, he can't be a man of high value just sitting by himself. He has to be valued by those who are around him. And how does a man get valued by, say, a woman? Well, she's going to value him based on her own experiences, usually with other men. But it could also be just because of her lifestyle, because of the way her father was, how she was brought up, that sort of thing. So she's going to always, these things here, social status and all that, I mean, there's a bit of a grey area around the social status thing. I think it's overblown. But in terms of money and looks, of course, every woman wants to have a man who has good provisions, correct? And he does make an effort in his ability to be more attractive with what he has got, okay? But in terms of I've seen these in comments before, and especially on other channels, it's like, well, lucky for me, I'm a high value man to a woman. And it's like, you're a high value man to who? What is the value of the woman? If the woman has only dated lowlives before, and guys that beat her up, just about any man that doesn't beat up his wife is going to be considered a man of value.
I think that for the woman, like high value man is combination of a lot of things. And you need to understand that every woman has a friend that she is telling, like your girlfriend, that she need to tell about your man. And like when she will describe you, she need to describe you about how you're treating her and what you're doing for her. And it's not only about like what kind of gift you've done here. It's like about something that you picked up, you pay attention, you remembered. Like there's combination of things, like saying that, just status, looks and money is all you need to be in a
meaningful relationship.
Like it's ridiculous, because it's like, I don't know even like how to compare that really fast with something, but it's not like, because if you're treating her bad, if you're like, if you're both like, if you give her all the money, but like there is no love or attention, even like we call it like golden cage, even with that, woman won't be happy. Like she will want, if she's not a gold digger, but we hope that you find a lady that is like serious and she wants to create a family with you, not just interested in your money. So that is very wrong to say that, and also like the man needs to look good, right? Yes, what for me, good-looking man is the man who is really taking care of himself. Yes, maybe like you can't be Schwarzenegger, you can't be like super fit, but you can at least try, and you can not eat like a junk food. You may go to the gym, and like the look is very subjective, right? Like somebody is like somebody like bigger, somebody like smaller, somebody shorter, somebody taller. It doesn't matter. Like we all love absolutely different, and like there is no explanation why you love this person. You just love him or love her. So look is very subjective. A status, as Stryker said, it's also, what is status? Like if you are CEO of the company or you are running the truck, like whatever, but it depends what kind of person you are, what kind of people around you, what kind of like life can you provide to her, and what is around you, what, like it's kind of like, for in a man word I think it's like bad, but it's like what kind of energy you're giving her. But it is like, what kind of energy? Are you positive? Are you energetic? Or are you just sucking the energy out of her?
Well, yeah, that's the problem with the money, social status and looks. Like you can be wealthy and you can look good, and you may even have some social status of whatever it is that you consider that to be important, but you could still be uncharismatic. You can be boring. You can make other people feel, women feel uncomfortable. You can be frugal and cheap. There's all these things that make up what a high quality man is that nobody discusses. Do you have discipline? Do you give in to temptation easy? All of these things is what builds a man up. Not just having money, not just being tall genetically, because that's the way you were born, but you didn't have to do anything to it, which is the same as like a beautiful woman. She's beautiful, she didn't have to do anything for that. It's just the way that she is. And the social status, well, it's subjective. You may be the head of your corporation and everyone in there thinks you're great, but nobody else gives a shit about you. Or something like that. So, but that's what it is. But I just want to say that. And the other thing, so how do you fix this, right? So how do you make this work for you? If you're walking around thinking I'm a high value man, I earn a lot of money, I do all my stuff, but a woman is still not really interested in me, that I choose that I choose to go and approach or ask on a date, and they don't see value in me. Why don't they see value in me? Well, it's mate selection. It's who you are asking out on the date. It's who you are trying to be in a relationship with. Because if you're trying to be in a relationship with a woman who was with a very wealthy husband, or was with a man who was a particular type of character, and you're not that, she's comparing you to that. So if you're with, like I mentioned to Luba, if a woman is with a man who's very good looking and has social status and has money, but he beats her up every weekend when he has too many drinks, and then she's with a man that doesn't have social status, he's not as good looking, doesn't have as much money, but he treats her very well and doesn't beat her up and give her black eyes, he has more value. So it's who she has been with in the past that determines your value in the future.
I want to give quickly example, and you know this person that I'm going to speak about, like when I was working before for the big companies, I was working at the social one time, and there was a guy, and by all the criteria that is going on there online, like we can say that he's high value man. He was owning the restaurants, he was dressed only in a very brand clothes, like very fashionable, and he was very rich. And
popular too, wasn't he? Am I talking to the same person?
No.
Oh, okay.
Never
mind.
No, like he was like all that, like, and he's good looking, he was like middle age and stuff, and he thought, because he's successful, that he he absolutely wins everybody and he owns everybody. And the way he was treating waiters, like when I was translating for him, the way he was treating waiters, like it was like really, it was making me sick, like because he was trying first of all to buy love of everybody around. So he was not because he's like a good person, it's just because like the way he was treating, and like he could buy anything for a woman. He could literally like could rent limo and like anything that the girl would say he can do. But it was so uncomfortable to be around this person, even though by all social media characteristic, New York Times, like he was a high value man. But he ended up being with nobody because ladies don't want to be with a man who is rude, who is nasty, who is not polite, who doesn't have a discipline. So look, money and status is not the only thing that you need to do. Like that you need to have.
Yeah.
Because if you're not a very kind person, you're not charismatic. And again, a charismatic way, like Stryker is charismatic, Peter is not charismatic. Like who is judging that? But like be a good person, be good to other people, because for her it's important. For her it's important to see that you're with the right man.
I would like all of these so-called thought leaders online who keep talking about money, social status, and looks. I would like, because people focus on this, I would like them to add on to that kindness. Because kindness is an incredible trait and it draws people to it. But I mean genuine kindness.
Yeah,
we actually not fake, like not being nice just to get people to like you, but genuine kindness. Why don't they add this on here? The world would be a 30% better place.
Agree.
So anyway, so that's just the end of that video there. But we just wanted to say that it comes down to who you are selecting. As matchmakers, that's what we do. If we do have women in the database who are what's the word? Like the finer things in life. But we say to the guy, that's how she lives her life. That's how her life was.
Like in the database, over 1,700 girls. Like we have girls who have a very simple lifestyle.
We have
village girls, and we have
high-end city girls. Yeah. And so that's part of the job. That's part of our job, is to say, well, her lifestyle doesn't really suit with your lifestyle. Yeah, she looks beautiful, but it's not really going to work out. So that's what we do. So if you're not using a matchmaker, which most of you guys aren't, that's what you need to think about, right? You need to think about, like, when you're with her, I'm going to see if I'm going to fit well dating this woman. Is she going to fit well into my life? And she might not fit well into your life, and then you need to walk away. But you can't walk away from it saying, oh, she's a gold digger or whatever it is. It's like, if that's what she is, that's what she is. Who cares? It's got nothing to do with you. It's time to move on and find someone and make better choices. That's pretty much it, really. But hopefully that helps anyway, and it stops you sort of worrying too much about the money social status thing, and that's the be all and end all, because depending on the woman or the people that you're talking to, that may mean absolutely nothing. And so you've wasted years and years focusing on this.